Monday morning. How are you this morning? I am great and ready to take on today. I got some headphone drama going on, but hey, that's okay. I'll fix it. You never know what's going to happen on a Monday morning. So we had a weekend. Oh my goodness. Saturday, we were doing some home improvements and, had to do grocery shopping and all that stuff on Saturday because yesterday we were in Duval. We were up in Jacksonville all day. We got there plenty early. Left and it was super foggy. Did y'all have lots of fog here? I mean, we drove in fog the whole way. Thank goodness for good lights and a big truck. And so got up there, found the perfect parking place and tailgated and had met some amazing people. I tell you, the fans in Jacksonville, every time we've had a great time in Jacksonville. Yesterday did not disappoint at all. Not because they won, because it was just fun. And so, just had a great day, like I said, of, hanging out and then went in and we had unbelievable seats. It was funny because those weren't the seats that I wanted, but God had a better plan. Don't you just love it when God shows off? He does. He shows off. So he showed off with our seats. And so got to our seats and had great people around us and just fun. It was not cold. Everybody kept saying it's going to be cold. We missed the rain when we were tailgating. I had rain jackets. We put those on, left them in the truck. Didn't rain during the game. Actually, the weather, it was kind of hot. Couldn't even wear a jacket during the game. So perfect weather, nail biter, back and forth, my kind of game. And yes, we did win. Yay. That means we make it through another week of the playoffs. But just a fun, great day. Finally got to our car. Took forever to get out of the parking lot. But, we knew that. So finally got on the road and stopped and had something to eat real quick and headed on home. And so thankful for a nice day. Thankful for my husband. Thankful that we got to do that memory. That it was just a great day. So thankful for that and all the other teams that are headed into the next round of the playoffs. I'm believing that we're going to make it all the way to the Super Bowl. That would be awesome. We will be in Mexico, and if you during the Super Bowl, which is funny because we normally go the week before, but Tim really likes to do the Super Bowl party in Mexico. And so it's funny that we had changed our week that we always go. I know. God is so good. So who knows what's going to happen, but it's going to be a great day, a great week ahead. Lots and lots of stuff going around here. I'm going to be training later on today. We will not be doing our Holly Hill Police update today. Today's the day we always do that. Please keep Chief Williams and his family in prayer. He lost his father this week, and so he's up taking care of all that kind of stuff. So keep Chief Williams in prayer, and we'll just catch up next month. But thankful that we can, juggle. I like to juggle. So then we're going to be doing some training. I am going to run to Yvonne's shop and help her. She had a big weekend. So I'm going to run do that, come back, do some training and stuff. Tomorrow is our year end cap of Volusia County Women That Care. One of my favorite things to do is talk about, all the nonprofits that we were participating in last year and what they did with the finances. So that's always interesting. I like to find out where people start off and where they end up. And very interesting. If you'd like to join the Volusia County Women That Care, the next meeting is in February. And so I would love to, I will not be there this year, so I won't get to see you there, but you could go and say that Shelly sent you. Also, thank you for everybody that's dropping off wet ones. We appreciate it so much for Junior League, and I will get those to Junior League. Wet ones are special to me. I appreciate the Diaper League, and I think diapers, of course, are very important, but I also think we need some wet ones. So it's kind of been my mission lately to do so many things of wet ones a month, and I appreciate everybody that's been bringing by the wet ones. If I'm not here, we have a green crate. We have a white bench that you can put it on. I see it on the camera and I come back and take care of that. So thank you everybody that's doing that. Just busy. It's a new year. So thankful. It's going to be a great year. 2026 is going to do something amazing and wonderful. I know for me, it's going to be more nonprofit. It's going to be more volunteering. It's going to be more in the community. all those things that I love. I always said as I was growing up, I wanted to be the pink lady. And so I'm the pink lady on steroids. That's what I feel like. And it is fun. I like to participate. I like to be educated. I like to learn about the nonprofits of our area. We have some amazing groups out there. And I think we need to bridge between the churches and the nonprofits so that we can both help each other. I totally believe, of course, in the churches. I totally believe in salvation. I totally believe in prayer, opening up some more airtime for different prayer lines. So that's something we want to do this year, getting ready to start the rock show on Friday nights and repeat it on Saturdays. So that's something we're getting ready to do. So we have airtime available. If you've been looking to be on WAPN and you say, well, I don't know how it works out. Super easy. I can train you if you're in the area and we go live. And of course, we'll use the podcast equipment. And that way you'll be on Facebook and YouTube. If you've never checked us out on YouTube, head on over to YouTube. We are WAPN 91.5 FM. Check out our channel, subscribe, like us, whatever. And so that is something we started a few months ago. Very excited to be part of the YouTube family. We do Twitter, we do Facebook, we do Instagram. Of course, we do live radio. And we stream everything across the world on our platform. So those are just ways to get us out there. I believe that anything that the world uses, God's people can use for better. And so I'm very excited to try different things. I'm very excited to get the word out there because we don't all just listen on a radio. Of course, I think when you're listening on the radio and you hit seek, you're seeking for Jesus. And so excited that even like the rock show, this is going to be a big thing for WAPN. I've wanted different shows. I've wanted different things and just hasn't worked out. But God this year says, I'm going to give you the desires of your heart. And so I feel this year he's going to change up some things and give me the desires of my heart for WAPN. My heart will always be salvation. My heart will always be the one that needs to hear about Jesus out there and turns their life around and gives their life to the Lord. And then, of course, prayer. I think prayer is so important. Praying this morning for people that are going through grief right now. Grief is, a lot of my friends are dealing with losses right now, and praying for them. And praying for Miss Ashley this morning as she's going in to have some surgery for a big cyst that they're removing, and that everything go good during the surgery and that her recovery is amazing. So I love that we have prayer line. Now, if you don't know much about prayer line, our normal prayer line is Monday through Friday from 12 to 1. And then we have different prayer lines throughout the week also. But you can always go to WAPN.net, put your prayer request in there, and people all over the world are praying for you and standing in the gap with you. And I just love that because, where two or more agree. And I totally believe in prayer. Nothing is hidden from God. And so I believe that you pray for everything. I mean, we got in the truck yesterday. I'm praying for a hedge of protection on the way there, the way back, praying for good parking, praying for no harm come to us. God protects us everywhere we go, but we need to be prayed up. And so I totally believe in prayer. And, I pray for everything. I pray for the silliest things. People probably think, is she really praying for that? Yes, I am, because if it's important to me, it's important to God. If it's important to God, it's important to me. So yes, I do pray for those things. And I love it when he shows up and shows out on all the different things that I'm believing for and trusting for. So prayer, like I said, you can text me, of course, or email me. But the easiest way is to go to our website, WAPN.net, and put your prayer request in or your praise report. We love to hear when God shows up, shows out, and does it for you. Because that encourages the body of Christ. That encourages somebody else. And so always come back and put your praise report in there. That's very important. So that is just something WAPN does. Like I said, if you're looking for airtime, we have airtime available. You can come on WAPN as easy and peasy as 15 minutes a week is the least we allow you to do. And that is $35 a week. So you could start $35 a week. And what I always tell people, if you think your budget's going to allow you to go longer, look for a place that has airtime before you or after you. And so you can expand, because 15 minutes goes super fast here on WAPN. Maybe you've said, I'd love to do a prayer line, and all the prayer lines are full. That is not necessarily true. You can do a prayer line anywhere you'd like. If there's an hour available and you're praying, we would love to sponsor you. So I sponsor half the prayer lines. half the finances of the prayer lines because we believe in prayer. So there's something that you could do here on WAPN, be part of the family. Not only are you here in Central Florida and Daytona Beach, we're also in Northern Florida and Madison County. We stream everything on the website. We have an Apple app. If you didn't know that, if you have an Apple phone, head on over to the App Store, WAPN Radio. Download that app, take us everywhere. That's how I like to take us because it's convenient. I just hit it and there we are. So let me know, where do you listen from? How do you listen? What shows do you listen to? I love to know that. Do you love our music? Are you excited about the rock show? What do you like? Because that's how we keep working on the, programming. We're always doing something to upgrade. I know I love music. And so I've been looking at new music and checking that out and figuring that out. So let us know. How do you listen? Where do you listen? How, what's going on? What's your favorite way to listen to WAPN? I'd love to know if you listen on YouTube. That was something I wanted. Everybody thought I was crazy that I wanted YouTube. But I was like, I think it's another tool because we have to reach the different avenues. I believe there's a revival going on right now with our young people. Super excited about that revival going on with our young people. But they don't really listen to a radio. They listen to all the other things. And so I thought that was important that we YouTube. I remember my mom. She was a YouTuber, and I think that's funny that I think that, but she would YouTube everything. She would YouTube, if she didn't know how to thread something or if she was sewing something or whatever. And, the younger people YouTube everything. And the great thing about YouTube, which is the weird thing about YouTube, is you don't have to you don't have to subscribe, and you can still watch it. So that is a blessing to me. I don't know who's watching, who's listening, but I know that the right person is watching and listening. And maybe they're getting prayed for. Maybe they're hearing the salvation prayer. Maybe they're just being encouraged. And that's important to me. So I'm constantly asking God, what can we do to reach the people that are needing the Lord, needing prayer, needing encouragement, needing a good day. And so he's constantly showing me and constantly training me and constantly being the wild girl that does all that stuff. So just excited to see what 2026 is going to do for WAPN. And if you know me, I'm willing to try it. It was so cute when Jeff came here and he goes, I want to do this rock show. And I was like, yeah, okay. When do you want to do it? Let's look at the schedule. Because I believe that everybody doing something will reach the unsaved. And so we have to be reaching, doing the craziness, doing it, getting it out there. So give me a call, text me, email me is the best, WAPN@WAPN.net. So I have everything in front of me so I can check it out and see how I can help you. If you'd like to check out our program guide, head on over to WAPN.net and click on program guide and you will see what's available. Well, y'all, it is going to be a great, great, great Monday. A little bit cold out there. So bundle up as you get ready for work today. But hey, we don't have snow. And so really just a little bit cooler, grab another jacket. You'll be fine. It is gorgeous. It's going to be a great day. Let's get this favor on and get this day going. God didn't create us to be average. He didn't make us to barely get by. He created us to excel. He created me and you to excel. What are you going to excel in today? Is it going to be your attitude? Is it going to be your finances? Is it going to be your job performance? What are you going to excel in today? It's going to be an awesome Monday. Remember, we are in the middle of decluttering. I try to do a different goal each year. Sticking to it. This week is the bathroom. The bedroom. The bedroom. Worn out socks with holes, clothes that haven't worn in a year, extra hangers cluttering up your wardrobe, single earrings that don't match, old flat pillows. So it's the bedroom. We're going to get rid of stuff in our bedroom. And our decluttering item is kitchen towels. I know. The things that we just hold on to. I got into our towel drawer the other day for the kitchen, and then it was so crammed. And I felt like I was that person that just kept pulling stuff and pulling stuff and pulling stuff out. There was a lot of stuff in there. So get rid of condense down. You'll feel better. You'll feel lighter. It'll just be a great thing. Well, it is Monday, January 12th, 2026. The weather today is 65 with a low of 53. Madison, 57 with a low of 37. Oh my gosh. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday, Susan and Owen and Teresa and Tuesday and Janet and everybody else that's celebrating a birthday, anniversary. Happy, 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 happy day. Maybe you're getting married this week. I don't know. Today is curry chicken day. Now, I do not like curry chicken. That is one of my husband's favorite things, but I am not a spicy girl. I am not. I like it mild. I do not like it spicy. My husband likes it the redder and the more sweat that can come off of his face. He loves it. So keep him in prayer. I know that's just way too much for me. Well, y'all have a wonderful, great Monday. I am praying for you as you